Hey everyone, Rock DIY here. What I have here are the key fobs for a 2016 Land Rover LR4 HSE. What I'm going to talk about is how you can repair the key fob. For instance, on this key fob, you can see that the skin is peeling away and it's about to come off. I already repaired this one. It's on there pretty good. No issues. So one of the things you can do is you can purchase the shell for this price, or you can buy an entire key fob and then you'll have to program it to the car for this price. Or what you can do is glue the skin back on. And the way that you would do this, there's multiple ways you can do it. You can simply peel back this part that has come loose, get an alcohol pad, wipe it down both sides, make sure it dries out really good. What you'll find with these key fobs is this part right here typically does not come off as easily as the rest of it does. I wouldn't entirely take it off. I would leave it just like it is and make sure you know what spots are coming up. Like I said, use the alcohol pad, clean it up really good. There are some different types of glues out there. You can use, for instance, this Loctite super glue. This is a gel. And then they also have a liquid one. If you don't have any experience with dealing with these glues, be very careful. Don't put too much on, because what could possibly happen is you could glue these buttons, and you don't want to do that. You want to keep the glue as much as possible away. And then also when you put the glue on, don't put it all the way to the edge, because if you do, it's going to ooze out. And then certain glues, I don't think this one does, but certain glues will have this cloudy white residue. Just try to keep it thin, or just don't go all the way to the edge. And then there's also this glue. I'm not endorsing it, but I can tell you this is a B680 instant adhesive. It's black. The good thing about this glue, I think it costs about $9 on Amazon. I've used it for multiple applications, and it does not leave the white cloudy residue, which is a nice thing. All right, so I'm not going to do this right now because I want to be very careful doing it, and I don't have an alcohol pad. But let's just say you cleaned it up. You put your super glue adhesive on it. What you want to do is kind of press it around. Still, you want to be careful not to push it towards the buttons, because you don't want to lock the buttons down. And then what you'll notice is on the outside edges, it'll be kind of wavy. And the way that you take care of that issue is one of these rubber bands. And typically these come with like broccoli, other vegetables. And what you will do is take it just like this. You can take that little ring off, but you can also do it with the ring on. But that's basically what you're going to do, is you're going to put this rubber band around, and the rubber band will actually keep it in place until it dries, and then you'll be good. But once you put the rubber band on, just go around and make sure you press it down, make sure it gets a good seal. You can kind of see there's, well, you might not be able to see it on the camera, but there'll be some little lumps and bumps. But you can rub those right out. And then when it dries, you won't have any bumps or lumps on the key fob. That is it. That's just a method for fixing your key fob if you have that issue. But you can always go out and buy the shell, the entire thing, or you can repair it. there are some nubs. There's one over here. There's one here. One in the middle. If you can get them to go in, they'll hold the skin down better. But you can see, even if you get them in, this part's going to stick out, so that's why you need the glue. And then there's one on this side, right there. Alright, so this is all on. Now, you've got to do the rubber band. You can see where it's kind of sticking up, so like I said earlier, what you got to do is press it in, especially where those little nub things are. Those are supposed to hold it in, but once this thing is wore out, they tend not to stay. There you go. And then I'll let this sit for a little while and double check it. Looks like it's on there pretty good. There you go. You can possibly save yourself some money if you do that.